No break, no jam, no sense. A joro jam, a joro, joro, joro. Attention.
Welcome back to the Green Passport Podcast. As always, I'm Ohiz. You guys know the boys already. And today we have a returning guest in the form of Dami, aka you already know the Grand Dam himself, man. What you saying, my guy?
Listen, your boy is here ready to step correct once again. You know these United fans getting a bit gassed now. Fam, I don't give a damn, bro.
Top of the table.
Nah, these man are waffling, bro.
Top of the table.
If these man finish first,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I'll do
be
a
such
giveaway,
an
fam.
insufferable
You understand?
prick,
If they
man.
finish first, yeah, I'll do a giveaway. 3 jerseys, you understand?
Oh,
Fair
oh.
enough. I'm so confident I am,
Just
fam.
start patterning the money, cause
And when you don't come first, you send the money my way as well. Listen, you know what I'm saying? My soul
Nah, bro, I can't
I'll
flex
dash
on
you my
fucking
sort code,
Oli,
fam.
you know.
You know what I'm saying? Only fam, PE teacher and that. But let's not even start out.
PE teacher who's first on the table.
Fam, don't worry about
Don't
that,
worry,
fam.
man.
Don't worry. We're
Up
gonna
on the
lose.
Marina
Nice,
Master
calm,
Class.
fam.
So what would
Calm,
this
fam.
say?
And
It's
you-
okay. It's not the turn now. We never even start.
Well, I haven't started.
Proper
Nice,
intro as
calm,
it
calm,
happened, though.
calm, calm.
But yeah, as you guys can tell, like the last time we had Dami on here, we obviously spoke about a very serious issue in line with everything that was going on in Nigeria. But today is about, a lighter topic, something that is all near and dear to our hearts. The beautiful game, football. How did everyone actually low-key get into the sport? Was it through your dads or whatever? And then how did you find your club? And when did you decide it was your club? Do you guys
Well,
still have memories
This
about
one a
that?
jam question.
Nah,
bro.
jam question, primary 6. You understand?
Primary six.
You know when you're doing, what was that exam you do for year 9?
Yeah.
Nice.
Checkpoint.
Is it
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Asking checkpoint questions. If you're raised in Lagos, Nigeria, football is, you understand? Not even
Yeah.
Lagos,
When
it's
did you,
Nigeria. it's
Yeah.
just- Football is in your blood. Football.
Facts.
It's not football. Football.
Football, and it's not
Football.
soccer either.
Exactly. It's not
Soccer.
soccer. If
All
you're
you
American,
Americans.
be on your way, please. You can't watch your golf. You understand? Don't do that here.
But yeah, I still remember the day I actually became a Barcelona fan. It was 2006, Barcelona versus Arsenal.
Tito Glorianta.
I'll get to Chelsea later, man. So cool. I'm just watching the game. My entire family were all Arsenal, innit? Or literally my entire extended family, they're all Arsenal. So they're watching the game, and I just used to love football, but I didn't really have a team or whatever. But then I watched that game, and it was just even the goal by Benatelli scored, the final minute goal that won the thing. I was just like, you know what? Even just off the colors of the jersey and just the way they played, I was like, this is my team now. And that's how I became Barcelona.
Is it the color of the
Yeah.
jersey or because they won that championship?
It's not even about them winning,
They
because a
didn't
lot
win
of people, because for the
You
longest,
are a liar.
Yeah.
no, because
Can I be the one
Free
to be
my boy.
honest? Can I be the honest Barca fan?
okay,
In 2009,
Mhm.
I've been watching football before, but I didn't really have a team. But when I saw Messi play, oh god!
And that's okay.
When
And that's okay,
Once
bro.
the man started moving with that ball, I was like, nah, this is my team.
Pause.
What?
Nothing. Just continue.
As soon as he started moving with that ball, I was like, you know what? Nah, this is my team, man. And they won.
What I'm hearing is you're a Messi
Yeah.
man.
Now we are.
Messi,
I
Messi,
mean,
no,
I'll
man.
admit I was at the beginning, but then I fell in love with the club.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. The
That's
thing is,
a
in
lot of club.
Nigeria, with that, obviously growing up in Nigeria, being a Chelsea fan is stupid easy. It must have been
Yeah.
stupid easy.
but
Or
to
you
be
can't really
fair,
avoid it.
See why you making me sound like I want Agbori?
Like one
Guy-
one of them guys.
Chelsea fan, free transport. We don't do that. But now, obviously, my uncle was a Chelsea fan since the 80s. So, all the jerseys and everything. So, I was even I was born into the culture. do you
Yeah.
understand? So all the man that
Yeah.
like to chat to me about, I was there with the Roman era. Obviously, that's what I remember watching. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
But
Okay.
at the end of the day, I've
The
been
Don.
there for the day. You understand? Don Roman, you understand? Big
Don
man
Jose
shit.
will be Don Roman.
Oh, hey, listen, I'll pipe this man down.
He's talking too much, man.
Waffling, man, waffling.
This episode is really just going to be between these two. I've already seen it.
Me.
So today's the day United unfortunately got top of the table.
Definitely.
Stupid win, even.
You
It
know,
wasn't anything.
where the haters gonna hate. You know, when you're big enough, when you're gargantuan.
You guys haven't
gonna
been
have haters.
anything
Since they never
for the
finished.
last
But are we
7
first?
years.
But are we first?
And now you're
But are we
first with 3
first?
points,
Yeah, we're
and now
first,
you're
that's all
piping up.
That's all that matters. We're first. Do you expect me to pipe down?
No, but how
You're
be
first with
humble.
Some
Me.
rivals and they have backup games. and
Thank
you're
you.
That's their
Yeah.
business.
You're
that's
first
it.
in theory.
That's their
You're
business.
just there, you're vibing.
That's their
what you're
business.
doing.
There's
You're
no guarantee
vibing.
that they're
You're
gonna win
literally
that game.
You are vibing right now.
Okay, but even with the games in hand, where are you?
Oh.
Now, whenever I see Chelsea,
No,
I will be
it's-
the first to say, yeah. See, you can't chat anything to me because number one, I've dismantled Lampard multiple times.
Fair
obviously.
enough.
Yeah.
I don't
Fair
want
enough.
for people to find this video and I'll clip it and put it on Twitter. I don't really want to go too south and get too comfortable. At the end of the day, like I said, Lampard is out of his depth. I've said this several times.
Fair
You really
Oh,
think
He's
he's
been-
yeah.
yeah,
But then
he's
you
fully
also
out of
said
his depth
in
right
one of your videos that I watched here that you said that you will support him to the end of the earth
I'm
regardless.
supporting him
though.
because I'm blind. You understand? no.
To be
like,
fair,
it's not even
like
Like, I don't get choice.
I know, like, the thing is, like, genuinely, yeah, I've said my thing. I give man till February to properly pipe shop.
yeah, you did say
You
that.
understand? The club is already chatting to Avram Grant and he's saying, oh, you know what? This man, you come back part of the management staff. That is top tier bullshit. You understand? That's not how
Yeah.
things are running. That's basically saying, if you don't fix up by specific XYZ,
Then go
you're
suck
out.
you.
You're done.
Yeah.
You understand? People are telling me we need to give him time. Yeah, give him time. He's learning, but I keep rinsing this reference on every podcast show, everything I go on, and even my videos as well. Lewis Hamilton, one of the best drivers ever to grace the thing. You understand? My
Yeah.
guy was fully in his bag, still is in his bag.
Still
when it
very
comes
much in
to
his
driving.
bag.
If this man leaves the thing, retires, and comes back, yeah, to be one of the engineers without any form of training beforehand, how long is it going to take him to get used to the car and doing all of that? You can buy him all the new tools, you can get him all the things he wants. Look at Werner, Havertz, Ziyech, all their metrics have gone below zero. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Shockingly, I think with Werner, I understand this. I don't want to start talking about all these individual man yet, you understand? But at the end of the day, yeah, Lampard
Sonic
taps
the
right now
Hedgehog.
is the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a big thing, and like for me, I'm just giving him time because he's a club legend. And like I
Yeah.
keep saying, these clubs know what they're doing. AC Milan knew what they did with Gattuso. Arsenal know what they did with freaking Arteta. Arteta's not even a legend, but they know what they did. United know what they did with Ole. Barcelona know what they're doing as well. All these clubs know what they're doing. They're putting us spiritual bondage. You understand? They know what they're doing, but we keep it moving swiftly. As for United, you man should.
I was gonna
shut
ask
the hell
you.
up,
I was
fam.
gonna
You
ask you,
understand?
man. How long would you give a manager before he starts producing results? Don't you think you need to give some managers
At least 2 years.
at least 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you need to give someone 2 years, but you need to see progress. You know, come from. You need to have
Okay.
like advance. Things need to be advancing. Things need to
Yeah.
be improving on a consistent basis.
Do they necessarily need to in the first year?
I mean, but the thing is, they've set the standards in the first year. You know, coming from that first year, we had youth players who had a lot of stuff to play for. We played far better football. Do you know what I mean? We're actually playing
Yeah.
some nice football to watch.
Yeah.
Was decent. And we're actually stepping onto the pitch correct most of the time.
Yeah.
I do know people will tell me that Giroud and Pulisic did a bit of a carry job at the end of the season, but we secured 4th place. We got to an FA Cup final. And right now, we spent so much money. Now we've got Shai Havertz, we've got Magician Ziyech, we've got Finding Timo episode 64. Like, it don't make sense.
Chelsea
You know what
have
I mean?
no
Like,
excuse.
I mean, thing is like, so that's the thing.
Chelsea
like,
have no excuse not to finish at least in the top 3 this
They
season.
do have an excuse.
No,
It's a new
with
team.
them finishing
I mean, it's a
4th,
new
with the
team.
team,
It's a
deep
new-
people,
it's
for
a
them,
new-
yeah, it's a new team, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But with the team they had last season, where it was pretty much carried by the youth for the most part, in line with the money that they spend, like I don't
You
see
know,
why
but
they
you know
should
that
have
even
at
if
least
you-
got put
see,
better. I'm not
football-
asking them to win the league.
Wait. Football is not FIFA. And it's not
Okay.
FM. You need
Okay.
time. You need no. Now, I mean, you need time. You need time for the team to gel. It's a team sport.
Okay, that's
I think
understandable.
it's unfair when we put this amount of pressure on managers to finish in the top 2, finish in the top 3. Some teams even want the managers to win a trophy in the
Yeah.
first year.
Okay.
I mean, we need to give them time, bro. But I do get what you mean by saying that there needs to be progression.
Yeah, but that's what I'm so my thing is, yeah, like I said, I've had it with so many people.
Yeah.
Like literally thousands. I'm sure it's thousands now. The thing is, yeah, I hear the merch. I mean, I literally I was tweeting. I don't know if you might know Matisse. I was tweeting. I just tweeted right
Yeah.
now. I was like saying, I hear all of that. But Lampard changed. So it's Rona period. Yeah, it's Rona. So
Yeah.
what are the excuses people use? It's a new team. Say no more. I know it's a new team. Germans, they need to get used to the league. I've said the same thing. Kai Havertz, I've done all my tweets about him. You understand? I've said he needs time. He got COVID. I had Rona in it. You know what I'm saying? I had Rona back in May or June. I couldn't go back to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I know how it feels to catch that. So he needs time to adjust. But Lampard ain't helping matters. He's not helping matters in any way, shape, or form. These players came in. They came in, yeah. He switched up the formation and he switched up the style of play. Now, not only has that messed up the new players we've got in, that's also messed up the old ones as well. Do you understand? These men are not used to what's happening. Why would you change your tactics in a period where you didn't have a preseason and there's clearly Rona and there are so many more fixtures involved? Plus, we're expecting improvement this year. Do you think Abramovich is sat there watching them saying, oh, yes, we're going to keep watching? He's not doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
Obviously, he's more lenient now. If this was maybe like a decade ago, he'd have been out the door. You understand? He's a bit more lenient now. But the club are watching. You understand? The club are watching. The football hasn't even been that impressive. I keep saying if you want to play... Thing is, I don't want to start getting into tactics and all that because that's a long conversation.
Yeah.
But when you start actually watching what's going on at that club, I want to give him time. But the improvement is like, where is it?
I could die.
Do you know what I mean? Where is
Not
it?
having it.
I'm not having it. You know what I mean? Because thing is, that's one thing. People keep telling me that we should give, and people try pseudo analysts that act like they have UEFA B licenses. I keep telling them, yeah. For me, I don't know. See, I don't claim to be smart with football. But if you want to have a conversation, argument, I'm not even talking about you, man. I'm talking about some people. And if they're watching, I'm firing shots at you in it. I'm not going to hurt anybody.
Oh my
Because I'm actually, because I can't run like, but my thing is like,
A Trey.
bring your thing. Nah, Trey is my G. You know? He does that. He chats some bare shit.
Bare
He
shit, bro.
chats some bare shit. But at the end of the day, like, for me, yeah, if you want to have this conversation about Lampard, come and actually chat to me about some actual stats. You know,
Okay.
not even just stats. Let's chat some actual facts. It's not just about telling me, yo, we need to trust the process. Oh, you were not at Stamford Bridge in 1966. No fucking way. My dad wasn't born in 66, for God's sake. What are you chatting to me about?
Yeah.
Even if he was, I wasn't a thought then. What are you talking about? Why are you telling me about what happened to Chelsea 60 years ago? That's not my business. I need improvement now. And so does Roman. That's what this man needs to clock. This man is, do you think Frank Lampard is actually going to be there? We don't qualify for the Champions League. He's not going to make
Impossible.
it alive.
I want to ask a question. Yeah, you know how you said he changed the tactics. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the old players are not used to it, and the new players don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Should he not have bought those players then?
My thing is that's another thing that confuses me because he brings in. Look at Timo Werner.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at him missing. Obviously, no striker should be missing what he's missing right now.
Honestly, honest to God.
You understand?
The man
But
are just
then-
crossed with strikers.
You understand? This man is crossing. Literally, we're crossing into N'Golo Kante. This man is below my waistline, and we're crossing into him. Are you joking? It's meant to. That's what we're crossing into.
You don't fire
Look at-
me or don't fire all of us here.
That's
Shabo.
what-
Honestly, sorry, yo.
Don't worry.
Wala for no tall.
Fala bono tolo.
I'm sorry, nah. You know, Kante is like 5'3" or something. But like, fam, because my thing is like, look at Werner, yeah? I know he's not meant to be missing it. I'm not making excuses, but actually people what my guy is doing. Werner, all the goals he used to score at Leipzig, he had a bit of spacing around him, okay? And he had a bit of time to run off the ball.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, when Werner was coming to Chelsea, was Werner and Dembele. I remember the debates very clearly. The way we played last season, it made a bit more sense, innit? But
Yeah.
now, we are playing cross and inshallah football.
Like
yeah?
Liverpool.
And you've actually, like Liverpool. And the thing is that
Yeah.
we're not even crossing with intent. You get where I'm coming from. Werner doesn't
And
have
there would be
space.
games that when they would play on the wing, it never made any sense to me.
Actually,
That's-
it does make
I mean,
sense.
the
'cause
Werner
Yes,
thing,
yes,
like,
no.
space.
it's not even just
No,
about not even
no.
just about the space. Thing is, I'm not even going to bring up the positional the positional discussion because Bearman, Chelsea fans, all of them watching, they were like, "Oh, we've got versatile players. They can play in XYZ position." And when he doesn't
Speaking
score,
in tongues.
you understand? Speaking in tongues. And then when this man don't perform, they're going to start
Nobody,
waffling.
man.
Do you get where I'm coming from? So
Yeah.
like, my thing is like Lampard. When you see Werner, when he plays on the wings, he's pushing him to the touchline. Not the touchline, the byline, innit?
Yeah.
But he can't. There's no space. Nothing is happening. So why are you buying a player who Aubameyang is not going to thrive in the system we're currently playing? Neither is Vardy. Do you understand? Obviously, they're going to finish off some of the tap-ins, and I'm not making excuses for Werner because if you watched him at Leipzig, you will know for a fact
There's
and
quality
this is
there.
not about the quality.
needs
It's the fact
space,
that he used to
man.
miss these same
Sitters,
chances.
yeah.
When he had that run of 19 goals in 17 games, he was missing these chances consistently. All the goals he scored for Chelsea, yeah, and I know I sound passionate, innit, but all the goals
No,
he
go
scored
for it, go
Chelsea,
for
yeah,
it.
all the goals he scored for Chelsea so far, he's had some form of space and timing and around him. And when I mean space and time, I mean I know you play against low blocks. I know you play against all those Mourinho type park, the bustings.
The
I
Don.
understand. You understand?
Yeah.
What?
No, I said the Don.
The Don.
Yeah.
The Don. I don't even know what to say, fam. Tottenham are going to pipe United next time. But anyways, yeah,
like they did before.
This is China. You know. But you get what I mean? Like, there are just so many different elements that people keep mentioning, and they're like, oh, give it time, give it. I'm like, okay, I see, but where's the progress? Werner, Havertz, Ziyech statistically regressed. You understand? The youth players are playing a bit better. They're talking about the defense has improved. Yeah, it's improved, but we can still park an easy jet in between the midfield and the defense. Do you get what I'm saying?
You can't not expect improvement with the amount of money.
Said I didn't
no, but
expect
you said it's like,
improvement.
oh, you have to expect time to gel. But at the end of the day,
No,
like,
by the end, I then said, but I do understand what he means. Or when he
yeah,
says
but that's one thing. Is like, I know, obviously, you being a United fan, you've watched millions of pounds being squandered and absolutely
Not be
nothing.
today.
So you're used to failure of money spent and whatever the case may be. Like, I understand. It gets like that. But then,
I like
at the end of
it.
the day, a
More
serious
violent.
organization like Chelsea, like, you would expect that when they're finishing fourth or whatever the case may be, once you spend money like that and buy a quality gun, not even a gunman, like a quality playmaker like Ziyech. Like, forget Havertz, Werner, and everyone else. When you get a player like that, I expect the team to be better. That's why I didn't say, oh, finish or win the league.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Chelsea have no excuse not to finish in top 3. There is no excuse in my opinion.
I just want to say something. You're talking about spending money and failure. How much did you buy Coutinho?
See, we're not
Just
talking
for
about
him to answer the
Barcelona.
I think they gave you 8-2.
We're not talking about.
I mean, you guys are so lucky
personally,
there
I
was
won't
no-
have that.
Just imagine if there was a second leg. The first one
Personally, I
ended
won't have
8-2.
that.
See, we're not talking about
I mean,
Barcelona right now.
If I were you, I won't have that. I won't have that.
Personally, I won't
They're scrambling to keep Messi because they know that's the only thing holding the team together.
Your board and directors had to leave. You understand?
Bro,
Your people are not
one
part of
man.
this conversation.
Shopman devil.
Understand?
Do you
damn,
really
man.
want to talk about Barcelona? Because if we start, we'll not finish.
We'll finish, honestly.
See that 8-2, Ifeanyi, you are talking about it. What about Tottenham? That's 6-1.
6-1.
In your own yard.
Bro,
Your
you have-
yard.
At least.
At least the one
at
we
least
got was
Barca
in a
gave us-
neutral
it was on
ground.
neutral
It
ground.
was a neutral ground.
Just listen,
And it
this
wasn't
man
our old
went-
manager.
No, you guys were in trouble and you went to get Braithwaite.
No, we already had
No,
Braithwaite.
but
We already
things,
had
no.
him.
With Braithwaite, we got him even after the transfer window because it was to the point that we ran out of squad players because too
that
many.
is still embarrassing.
It's no.
You
Of
say
course,
this
it's
shit
embarrassing, but at this
Middlesbrough
point,
reject.
That is
A
embarrassing.
Middlesbrough rejects, bro.
no, bro,
Middlesbrough's
you
even
have
in
a
the
guy
PL.
that his best ability is running in a straight line, bro. Don't chat to me,
But
bro.
he's first.
That's not because of him.
Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
James,
He doesn't even
his best
start.
ability is
One
running in
way.
a straight
He doesn't
line.
even start.
I mean,
Yeah, but Braithwaite doesn't start
but
either.
James is a talent, though. He can do a thing.
No, don't talk that one. Don't talk that
Nah,
one.
he's not, but he
Still
can.
young.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
He's a talent. He
Braithwaite
has
is
this-
an old man with one leg left.
Man, say one leg left.
I mean,
You guys are
Relax.
not-
that's bro.
Get up your boy.
Relax.
Suffering.
My point is,
He's
Braithwaite was
Bought
bought.
120M on Coutinho, and then they loaned him out so he could pipe them.
Now, wow.
God damn, man.
Remain
I
to
mean, there needs
celebrate,
to be
sir.
small respect.
See, at the end of the day, with me and Barcelona, I
nothing
understand
to
where
say.
we're at. Like, there's nothing to say.
team
I
has fallen.
understand
What
where
position are
we
you
are
in?
at. I have
Barcelona.
owned. This is the
Our
thing.
winner is me.
I
Guy, you know, say you did next to me.
Okay, now next to you. Oh my God.
see. I understand our reality. We are not that team no more, and Messi is probably gone this summer. I hope it's not.
Exactly.
doesn't
So
happen.
pipe down and stop
But
throwing
Messi
shots, bro.
is probably done this summer. But at the end of
What
the
do you
day,
mean done
me,
this summer?
I have what?
When
Like,
did he
he's
done?
leaving.
I mean, leave him, not
Oh, I thought you meant
retiring.
like done,
No,
that's finished.
he has like 3 more years.
that
I
guy is
believe.
serious.
Finished player, Messi.
I was what I was asking.
Ah,
Because that guy,
no.
let me tell you right now, you people are just Arsenal with Messi. That's what people are.
That's what you
Barcelona.
guys are,
Yeah,
man.
and Arsenal with Messi at the helm. That's
That's
what you
it.
people are.
To be fair, I wouldn't argue with that.
I don't
would
think
never.
Messi's gonna leave.
You don't
That's
think
fair.
I don't think Messi's gonna
You
leave.
don't
I
think
think.
that-
Oh, did you see his interview? He said that he's waiting until the end of the season to make a decision.
But then that's just like
He's in
at the
that
end of the day, like
that-
bro, he's a professional football player. He's not like Pogba or Mino Raiola. Like whether or not he
Don't
knows.
talk about Raiola when I'm around.
Yo, I hate him too, but it's okay, cool. With
I'll take that
Messi,
guy.
yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't blocked me yet, honestly.
With Messi, yeah, Messi could know in his heart that he's leaving, even if Barcelona win the fucking trouble. But he's a professional. He's not gonna let that go out because if that goes out, that's gonna affect things like team morale.
Isn't
like
that what he
the
did?
That's what he
boy-
did
oh,
already.
he
Now
did
he
it
already he
But
did
the thing
that.
is, like,
He
he
hates
did
you.
that in a situation where the president had to go. He did that, like,
But he still did it.
he
I
did,
see
but he
the-
did it in a situation where it was almost for the greater good because that tyrant in Jose Bartomeu had to fucking go.
But he did it.
I think he did it for the better good.
But he still did it.
He did it, fine. But then now in a situation where you're trying to better the team. Okay, we have that tyrant gone, and it's time to build the team. He's trying to try and have a good season. Now it's a matter of just keeping his mouth shut.
And
He
that-
didn't speak about the contract situation too tough in the thing. It's just like, yeah, Bartomeu said that he would allow me leave after the season. He didn't. He shagged me. And then this one is just like, okay, what's your future?
That
I'm
thing-
just trying to see where this season goes.
That thing that Dami just said that we're an Arsenal with a Messi. Please don't please. I know we're in the bad state, but Arsenal is in the trenches, please.
I'm not saying the trend.
No, please,
Actually,
please, please.
They are form. They are better form than you.
They are not.
No, they're
Yes,
not.
they
Please
are.
don't say that.
Well,
Baba.
3 on the trot.
Baba, please don't do this
Arsenal-
to us now. It's not fair.
Arsenal have won 4 of their last games. Where have you man been your last 4 games?
What
3
all
wins and 1 draw. Not
Yeah.
too
So the-
bad.
Is that
Like,
4 wins?
Is
Yeah,
that for-
but we're
that
third.
for- Yeah,
Is
I
that
mean,
4 wins?
And they won
But-
Champions
it's
League.
factually correct.
The standards are falling. Say what you said again. Say that again. Let me hear you. Say it
Okay,
again.
okay.
Repeat it with your twist.
Champions
Again. Say it again. You're in the
Pain.
Champions League.
That's
position
how
of
we
the,
start.
okay.
We've been here before.
That's how it starts.
That's
That's the problem we're dealing with Chelsea fans now.
Good
No
day.
problem.
And even us too.
Okay.
Qualify for
No
Champions
problem.
League.
That's how
bro,
Arsenal team.
stay in the Champions League.
Well,
What are you talking about?
well.
Wait, what did you
Dude,
say?
I need Barcelona fans to understand that we are at best at the same level because we didn't get
Please don't
piped.
say that.
We didn't
fam.
get popped.
See.
What do you mean?
If I relax, Farabale.
Bro, we won the league in 2018, 2019.
Literally, and
To
we got
say
second
that
last
we are in
season.
the same level.
We got to
is
the
a
semi-finals in
that
in the
is
Champions League last season.
BS. Like that
ladies
is
and gentlemen, this is how example of how your standards.
That's how we begin.
Your standards
I've been
should
there
be
before
four.
as a
We've been there
United
before,
fan.
you understand?
I mean, I finished
That's
seventh
why I'm
after
arguing with
SAF.
Chelsea fans
So
now. They're telling me that fourth is okay this season.
I think Man United
Nobody said
fans,
fourth is
no,
okay.
wait, I think Man United fans can say they've been there before, but Chelsea fans can really not. You only have 1 Champions League, bro, and how many league titles?
Now you're living off past glory, man. Is
what-
that what you keep on
Hey.
doing?
Okay, even now,
It's not
where
your
are you?
squad.
You're ninth.
Even now.
You're ninth,
You're ninth, bro. The last time we met, we
No
piped you.
wahala, no wahala.
They, I know. Wait, I know when
When was the last time we met?
in 2017, 2018. I
When was
remember
the last
when.
time relevant period we met.
How is it relevant?
No, I'm asking last time. we
17,
met,
18, 17, 18.
I think was you.
We beat them 3-0.
Who do you beat 3-0?
No, I don't think it was.
Messi scored twice and Dembele scored at the Camp Nou. Yes,
When
I
was
remember
this?
that.
Which
You won't bring
competition?
receipts. People they watch and they go
Which
see
com-
him.
which
It was champs now.
Was it 18? I think we're even been more recent.
It
than
was
that.
even more recent. Yeah,
What was the second leg?
it was 1-0.
Yeah.
It shocked you, but
He shocked me. He
do
shocked me.
you get
My
me?
point is like,
Don't you remember? Yeah, he
champion,
actually
no,
met
but my
Courtois
thing is
twice. Yeah, I remember that. Messi met Courtois twice.
oh yeah, that snake. I remember now. I remember.
Yeah.
But why you guys? This Champions League conversation. Like, what was the last time you man won? Was it not 2015?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this now?
Now, what do you mean? Like,
I mean, what's
when was the last time you won? When was the last time you won the league in your gaff? When was the last time you won? Go on.
When was
Oh, yeah, talk now.
The La Liga. When was the last time
Talk
you won La
now.
Liga?
It was 2018.
2018.
Yeah,
Oh really?
it was 2018.
It wasn't
When
in
was the last time you won the
2018. It was. Was it
Last time we won a
2019?
trophy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, trophy won
2019.
2019. We won the league in
2019.
2019.
Yeah, we won
We
the
won the league in
2019.
2019.
Yeah, we won
Yeah.
in
Then
2019.
Madrid won 2020. Then.
I
right.
can't even accept Chelsea's this thing because
I
in
can
recent
accept
history,
it, like-
in recent history they've been eyed. But United, the entire
Where are
club
you
is Alex
today,
Ferguson,
nigga?
bro.
Where are you today?
The entire club is. If you remove Alex Ferguson, the club won't
Fine,
win anything.
God
you,
help you,
nigga? Where you
United
did-
win nothing this season.
Where
God
you
help you.
today?
You guys have been first
Bro,
for
focus on
what?
yourself. You have enough fires to put out in your own
An
camp. You're worried
hour.
about us.
You guys have been
In the
first for like
Camp
an hour, and you guys are
And
already
you guys have been
piping
friends
up.
For how long?
Pardon?
Thank you.
Wait, what's the
Now,
question? I
short,
didn't hear you.
Chelsea fan, somebody with something to say. Please.
You, I
Let's
didn't
go
even
on,
hear
bro.
what you said.
Personally,
you
I
guys
wouldn't
have been
have
friends
that
for
to
how long?
Omo.
This season. Thank you.
Fair
You were wallowing away in ninth. Just if we did this episode a few weeks back,
put-
bro, you
But-
and Arsenal would be sparring.
No. No.
That's so daft
Once
to
again,
say.
That's
big-
such a dumb thing to say because
They challenged you.
that was such a dumb thing to say.
That's why you have to resort to anger when there's nothing else to say. I mean, let's continue what we're talking about, bro. People with
You
the
understand?
future.
You
Not
understand?
people
See,
relying on one man.
I
Once
can't
he
lie
leaves,
to
you're
you.
finished.
I
Finished.
can't lie to you,
But,
Man
you know,
United fans. I can't lie to you guys. As much as you man are doing well, big up to you how you man are playing. Obviously, Fernandez guy is a baller.
I mean,
I have to-
Yeah, he's a fucking baller.
mean,
the
obviously,
ball
I
out.
believe
Without
he's a-
question.
He's a start padding VAR penalty bastard. But
Oh
at the end
my
of the
God.
day,
You
you
do
have
what
to
you need
give them
to do to
He
win.
does what he
Yeah.
needs to do.
27, is it 27 or 32 penalties in 66 games? I don't know how you man do it. I don't know how much your VAR subscription is. But you can send me the link so I can actually
Please
pay
keep
for
the
the team, you
customary
understand?
penalties
But
coming,
for
Joe.
me
We're not
personally,
complaining.
where do you man think you are? I think, yeah. Obviously, you might not winning the league this year.
You
I don't
know
think
it.
that's happening.
You can't
Is
tell
it-
the
you
future,
can't write
bro,
it off.
but
You can't
you
write
see,
it off.
listen.
I can't write it off, yeah.
Yeah.
Really, but I think you might not going to finish in the top 4. But where
Yeah.
do you think you are going to finish? this year?
Listen.
Because for me, right now, United, City, and Liverpool, boom, they are actually in there. As much as I know the league is tight,
Yeah.
but the squad, people like to crap on United.
What
But
about
your squad
Tottenham?
is not that bad, is it?
It's not a bad squad at all. It's not even that
Spurs
bad.
is-
It's not a
it's
bad
not
squad
bad,
at
is
all. We have to be real. That United squad is actually pretty good. It's not a bad
Yeah,
squad
it's
at
not
all.
bad. It's not bad. You know what I mean? So
What about
I
Spurs?
think-
You know, you mentioned Liverpool, City, United.
Spurs is
Spurs
Spurs.
are
is a
in it,
shout.
yeah, I
But
was
the
gonna
thing
say
about
that.
Spurs is like if Son or Kane get injured, they're done.
Finish.
They are done.
I mean,
Son
Can't
and
you-
Kane have
can't
what?
you say
They have
that
over
for-
80,
no,
70.
can't you say that for Liverpool?
No,
Mane and
now.
Salah?
No, I can't
No.
see that.
Yes,
Van Dijk
bro.
was
Do you know
gone.
how? Do you know what their numbers look like?
Go on.
Go
The
on.
numbers are good. The lead is it?
Yeah,
is
but
it,
I mean,
is it Firmino who's gonna?
I mean, not.
spearhead
I
the
know
attack?
we don't talk
defensive
about. We
attack.
don't talk about
Defensive
defensive
striker.
strikers.
Defensive
Yeah.
striker.
Defensive striker that's
We
gonna
don't talk
lead them.
about that.
I mean, Jota is really good, but is he gonna pull up the numbers that Mane and Salah do?
I mean, he's
I
done a
yeah, but
pretty
the thing is,
decent
like,
job this
the thing
season
is, at
already.
Back, that's the difference between the 3 of them and the 2 of us, the managers in charge. You
no,
understand?
no,
That's a
That's
good
true.
No,
That's
the
very
difference.
true.
That's
shout.
very
Wait,
true.
wait,
Look, let me
wait.
show you.
Wait,
Let me
wait.
talk to you tactics
Alright.
here. Let's talk
Alright.
tactics here. City, Chelsea, they beat us 3-1.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that was 3-0, but they beat us 3-1. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm fully convinced, and anyone that wants to chat to me, you know where my at is.
Ooh.
Chelsea would have lost the same way if they had worse players, because tactically on that pitch, Guardiola showed Lampard who is boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah, for
Same
sure.
thing with United and Manchester City.
For sure.
These man tactically and clinically outclassed you on the pitch
Yeah.
as
for
well.
Sure. For
Do you
sure.
understand? Same thing with Tottenham. These man have managers that can get round
That was
stuff
gonna-
like that.
That's what I was
Same
gonna
thing
say.
with
Yeah.
Liverpool
That's what I
as
was
well.
gonna say.
That
Fair enough.
team, as much as for me, I don't think they are a bunch of winners per se. I know a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh my God, they've won the Champions League, they've won the." I don't feel they have that thing yet.
I agree with
and I
every-
feel like the injuries might definitely hinder them.
Yeah.
But one thing that's for sure is like, if anything is going to get those 3 across the line, it's definitely going to be their managers.
I think I
Yeah,
agree with
I agree
everything you
with that.
said.
I agree
except
with that.
Liverpool.
Why is this?
Klopp. When you watch Klopp play,
What you see?
Very
Klopp.
careful.
when that means you're gonna come with all the smoke.
Okay,
But anyhow,
come
Sha,
on.
when you watch Liverpool play,
Yeah.
Plan A is cross and inshallah. I don't care what anybody else says. That's
Okay.
what the plan is.
But it has
There's a game they
motive.
spanned.
It
They
has
spanned
motive.
about 30.
And there's
Yeah, but it has
efficiency
mo-
with
but
the
it
cross
has-
and
the cross
inshallah.
has motive, but
It has motive, but
yeah, yeah.
those are the tactics.
Mhm.
And what's plan B?
What about-
Salah and Mane or inshallah.
Eh,
If you notice, whenever they're in the
but
top
their
buy,
team is way more structured than that. Do you know what I mean? That
Is it
gang
really?
press.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, thing is like, it's as much as the way they set up. Definitely, Mana. I'm gonna say Mana.
Man,
from heaven.
my God.
It's 11:05. Mane. Oh my,
Relax,
messed up.
relax,
Bro. Mane and Salah.
Yeah.
Obviously, they are critical to that team. As
Yeah.
much as
Yeah.
Firmino catches a lot of smoke. you
Yeah,
understand?
yeah, he is
Sir
also.
Bobby the big
No,
tech
no,
Isos
no.
model.
have you seen what that guy misses? But anyhow, Sha,
No, but he.
any-
I think he's a competent striker
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
that
no,
team.
no. He does well in other areas except what a striker should be doing well in, which is finishing. But he is still pivotal.
Isn't
to
that
the team.
tactical though?
I mean, it could be tactical, but a striker should be scoring goals.
But I mean,
True.
Fair enough.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the same thing with Werner. I
To be
can
fair,
make
he
all
did
the
score 20.
excuses.
He did score 24 goals last season. And
I don't think he did.
no, he did.
I don't think it was up
he
24.
didn't.
and there's no
or
way.
maybe the one
It was-
after
it
that.
was
Sure.
maybe 10 or something like that. But there was a season he balled. Yeah, I
He
think.
was
Yeah.
lucky to
Thing with
score.
Firmino, yeah, he does well as a support system to the 2 godmen in his team, which are Salah and obviously Mane. Like, he's good there. Like, he's a good support system. Will help create chances to even like benefit them, innit? That's his role, which is so odd because he should be the one finishing it, but whatever. You can't help the fact that he has 2 amazing Africans right next to him carrying the team. And even with Liverpool, again, the reason why is going back to managerial experience, whatever the case may be. Liverpool lost the best centre back on earth, and even at that, they haven't. Obviously, they've taken like the big L's here and there, but they haven't suffered too much defensively, and that's up to just how classy manager
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp
Mhm.
is.
Yo, what if I put that up to squad depth? because if we compare Liverpool's B side to Ole's B side, you can't even compare them. To be honest, we have.
But
they
at the
have-
same time,
no, they
Chelsea have depth too. We have Cho coming off the bench.
You have what?
depth.
Chelsea have depth to an extent. You have people like Cho coming off the bench, who is so class. But at the end of the day, it's like, because Lampard pushed Chelsea with that team over the line. Yes, a lot of them are young, and a lot of them still have to build. But at the end of the day, I feel like a better manager could get more done with that team.
Let's talk about defensive.
But now you were saying something about
Van
the.
Dijk.
Mm.
Yeah. What defensive backup do they have? I know we.
I'm
have
not talking about
Jones on the bench, so I just want to know.
Wait, are you talking about Chelsea?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about defensive. I'm talking like depth as a whole, like going forward. At the back, Chelsea has always been for the last few years, and they got Thiago Silva. By the end of the day, Thiago Silva is like what, 36? How old is he right
He's
now?
still a world class.
He's still-
He's
one of
still
the best,
he
yeah.
walked into the Prem even at that age, at least a top 3 centre back in the league. At his age.
I think I'd back that. Yeah, I'd back that.
Yeah,
I'd back
at
that,
his
yeah.
age, even as he walked into the league top 3, at the end of the day, even if yes, Chelsea could still improve in certain areas of the pitch, that goes without saying. Even them signing, what's the name of this guy? Your second keeper. No, wait, you should. Yeah, Mendy. Yeah, Mendy in it. Like that was such a smart purchase to make.
But it's
Because
Kepa.
I could
Kepa
have done anything.
Is
Niggas-
Kepa a
I
keeper?
could have put my grandma's coffin.
You understand?
You know that guy was so bad. I thought you
Yeah.
guys were overreacting.
Kepa-
Then I started watching the game.
Kepa, this statistic is something. Whenever I argue with someone that likes Kepa, I bring up the stat. He concedes 1 goal every 2 shots on target. End of conversation.
My God.
1 goal every 2
You
shots.
bought that guy for 70 M, bro.
Do you understand? That would be
Jesus
like from
Christ.
Atletico Bilbao.
No, but the thing was,
didn't put
it
them
was a
in the top.
desperation purchase.
It's because Marina messed up on that transaction. We were meant to get Alisson.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we were in for Alisson, and then she was trying to do Mrs. Technical.
Ah, the
I want
masterclass
I want
mistress.
1p plus a bag from Tesco. Do you understand? That's what she was trying to do.
Listen,
I
it was
think that's-
everybody knows it was desperation purchase because you guys lost Courtois in sometime in August, so that you guys needed a
Yeah.
decent enough striker. So and clubs see that in it. It's the same thing with the continuous situations. Like when you know a team is desperate. For example, we just lost Neymar, so then they're gonna hack the prices of other players we know we need. So it was the same thing with Chelsea. They just lost Courtois, so it's like okay, if they want a keeper, we can hack up the price, whatever what the fuck they want, and they're probably going to have to go with it.
You guys
That's
should
what
have
Chelsea
pulled-
was a victim of.
You should have pulled a United and faxed in the whatever late.
Animal. To keep the gear, yeah.
We would have been finished, bro.
Animals.
You know, if we didn't do that, she would have been finished. The hair carry. Oh Lord.
Like terrorists.
I would have been an Arsenal. I would have been keeping quiet.
Arsenal. Can you hear him?
Do you know another bad? Do you know apart from the whole Kepa thing, another bad one? The one that Chelsea put on Arsenal was that Willian.
No.
The first game,
pull
the first
anything.
game they were hyping
Arsenal
him.
We
is
didn't pull. See,
Hat trick of
go and
assists.
check. Is it the 26th of August 2020? I tweeted and it's still there. when it was next week, I retweeted and then you know that video. I can't remember that. You know that guy that laughs and goes into his car and closes the door.
Oh, yeah.
I replied to you with that thing because I said he will score. He will do 2 goals and 3 goals, whatever, and he will not perform for the next 75 business.
That's
days.
what happened.
The days are counting.
And that's what
He has
happened.
not had 2 shots on target for the whole season. God will punish him.
After that,
understand?
after that his first game, the guy sat
That's
low.
what I said, and I
Arsenal
tweeted it.
I think
I tweeted it. The tweet is still there. You
think-
can go and check.
Arsenal fans are suffering because they have a habit of overhyping mediocre players. Because I remember when we shipped off
Willian's
Welbeck,
better than Ziyech.
we shipped off Welbeck to them, and they were like, "Oh, best striker in the league," and we were like, "All right, man, let's see
Take
what
him now.
happens."
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the standard, the level they've gone down to, like Barca fans. You understand?
Please now, wow, all the way from England to Spain.
Why?
From England to Spain.
Why?
Can you imagine?
First class sign, special sign delivery.
Why do we catch us straight like that? But things like with Arsenal, yeah. Like Arsenal just become a retirement home to. It's not even just Chelsea. At a
It's
certain
not even a
point,
retirement
I
home.
didn't know that Willian was that
Are
bad.
you aware Willian came to your team just so that he could take care of his restaurant in London? Do you understand? That is why he's there. This guy, his chefs at his restaurant have better synergy than him on the pitch. That's how bad and dreadful. he is.
Willian.
And they went ahead and signed him with their chests. Can you imagine?
Bro,
We did force Arsenal.
This is same
They
club,
took it for free.
This is the same club that fired their mascot.
this
but
is
they
the
can't
same
afford to pay him
club.
more.
I
that's-
remember when-
this is the same club that signed West Brown from United and then gave United Van Persie.
This is the same club
they
that
gave
just
him a
gave
guard of-
Holding a new contract. Are you joking?
This is the same club that their highest earning player hasn't played since what?
He has more
April for
Twitter
standing
Q-
up for human rights.
He has more Twitter Q&As than games. This is
That's why I took offense when Dami was comparing Barcelona. You see all these things. That's not
play
the
now.
Arsenal is level.
Arsenal
bro.
is
Arsenal
that's
is
a
level.
different gravy
This
of
is the same
useless.
club that borrowed 120 million from the government. Can you imagine? Are you fucking serious?
I go fucking die.
What the fuck?
A week ago,
Bro.
I had this with Ghana. I said a week ago, this man borrowed money from the government. They took a loan. That
Bro,
is
you need to
embarrassing.
understand that their owners
You're
stand
out here
crunk.
following players to sign William. Can you imagine? You're embarrassing, fam. That is
Bro.
embarrassing.
Didn't Aubameyang just sign a new deal?
That's my point.
Dumbass.
Bro,
That
think
guy
about
done the
it.
thing, signed the
Stan
goal, scored the
Kroenke,
goal and
yo,
flipped, and that was the end.
see how far Arsenal has come, bro. The MD, I forgot his name at the time. I think I forgot his name in a minute, but he told them that they were moving to the Emirates Stadium from Highbury to compete with teams with Bayern, just to lose 10-2 on aggregate to
Is that
them.
why they
like
wow.
5,
Bro,
6
I
years.
don't
Like they
understand,
moved
bro.
from Highbury to Emirates Stadium to become a gargantuan team or whatever the case may be. It's like, oh, we're going to be competing with Bayern. Like those were the promises that were made, and then you go on a 12-year streak of not winning trophies or whatever the
I
case may
blame
be.
Henry.
Bro, Arsenal.
That
That's
was
what I
so
blame
provoking.
Henry.
I blame Henry.
Bro, Arsenal
Henry-
Football
Henry
Club.
came to the club, showed them class. Yeah, you win 2 Premier League and then jackpot.
You don't blame Nasri or Van Persie.
Well, after that, what
Yeah.
did they win anything?
Or Vieira.
Did they win the
Nasri
Premier
won the
League?
Prem, VP won the Prem.
But
Giroud
but
won
after they
Europa
left,
like
he won
what
the
2
Prem.
years ago?
Yeah, but not with Arsenal though.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
obviously when they
not with
left.
Arsenal, do you get what I
Obviously
mean?
when they left. But my point is, even Arsenal, big Arsenal FC, the team with the most expensive tickets in Europe, are Stan Kroenke's insurance for his actual team in the NFL. He uses Arsenal to fund it. Yo, I forgot the name of the team he owns because they went to the Super Bowl in 2019. They have the most expensive stadium in sports. Where do you think he's getting that money from?
Bro, I'm just happy for Arsenal, man, because no matter how down you are, there's always Arsenal right there to just comfort you, you know.
The Chelsea fan can't really talk because they're 3 points behind me. So
Are you serious?
yeah,
They will capitulate.
Arsenal is. I mean, right now at time of recording, 20. What's today's date? I can't remember.
Today's the
12th.
the 11th or 12th.
On the
Yeah.
12th at what time is it? 11, 14, 5. At this very moment in time, Arsenal are 3 points behind us,
Goddamn.
and
Damn.
Chelsea's 10 points behind United. Shocking
Goddamn,
stuff.
nigga.
Fucking hell, man.
Goddamn. The 10 points by Ole, Gunnar Solskjaer.
Can you imagine?
Glorified
The only,
PE teacher.
the only thing on his CV is Mulder. And what else?
Even
is
now,
there?
when you even play
Relegation.
them, you could even play with those guys well.
Goddamn.
I got footage from a game from about how many years ago where you
Yeah.
lost to a B-Tech team like is it 8-0 with Mo?
Get
He's
this
Oh.
guy out of my club, man. I don't know what this man
Bro,
is
he's
doing in my
first,
club.
bro.
No, but,
No,
no,
but he won't
wait,
win it.
wait.
He's first.
Wait.
No.
He's
Get this man out of my club.
Time
man.
with
Get
it.
this nigga out of my
Take
club,
your
bro.
time with it.
Take your
Get
I
this
love
nigga out
Arsenal
of my
fan
club,
TV,
bro.
man.
Nah,
This shit is not. Anyway, we're first.
He's consoling himself.
Because, bro, you're not going to say any of this if Ole is lifting the league come May. Hopefully, he doesn't have
He's not lifting nothing, bro.
He's not lifting nothing.
Not
If he
Let's
lifts
be
the
honest,
league,
fam.
I will back him forever.
You
But let
have
him
to.
do it. Let me see.
To death do you back.
To get that, they have to.
You
show
kind of
up.
have
The only way
Bayern-
he's winning that
Bayern
league,
Division 3.
the only way he's winning that league is on some Leicester 2016 shit, man. 100%.
Yeah.
With some
Yo,
legit-
Dami-
Leicester even had more people carrying the team because now it's just Bruno Fernandes carrying
No,
the
that's
team.
cap.
Rashford
That's
is
cap.
really good, but he misses a lot of chances.
I think Fernandes.
He's carrying the team.
No, he is carrying the team, but
This
he's
man
not.
has- How many goals do you guys have? He has 11.
He's not
goals.
carrying the team the way Vardy carried Leicester.
No,
Vardy,
Vardy.
no!
Vardy,
Vardy, Mahrez, Kante. Bro.
Yeah, but they have Pogba, they have Rashford.
Pogba's not doing
Pogba is
anything,
not
no.
playing.
Okay, but Rashford is balling,
Rashford is balling, yes.
He's playing,
okay.
but I think it's Fernandes.
and Fernandes is balling as
Nah,
well.
but if Fernandes is not on the pitch right now, things don't happen.
Rashford is a baller.
Nothing is happening.
No, listen. Rashford is a baller, but he's not the kind of player who would pick the team up by their bootstraps and force them over the line for 3 points.
That's what
Fernandes is
Fernandes
that
is
kind of
doing.
Fair.
Pick up
He
him
has,
feeding.
he has like 12 goals and like 8 assists.
And you see,
guy is an animal, bro.
He's ridiculous.
He's ridiculous.
but it's
That's what
penalty,
I'm
it's not
saying.
penalty.
I'm so
I'll
afraid
bet.
of that. I'm so afraid of that Portuguese team.
And that's what I'm saying, man. It's not
VAR
penalty.
plus.
They are the only team I've seen where the final whistle was blown.
Relax.
They called them back
Relax.
to come and
You know, we only
Shut-
have.
please, Oga, let me speak. Let me speak. That means that even if they were in the changing room, they would have called them back to take that penalty. Something, you know what you said about VR subscription?
It's terrorism.
Chill.
Somebody
Wait.
somebody said Ole was doing the busted down challenge in the VAR room.
Listen. You can say that for last season, but you know this season we haven't. I don't think we've had the most pens. I think it's Leicester or a team.
No,
like
someone
that.
dropped the
And even
statistic.
in
It's
addition-
you, it's
He
you
said,
guys by
wait,
one.
us
Leicester is
by
second.
one.
They have
Thank you,
one
by one.
below you.
So
yeah.
what's all this, bro? I mean, and at the same time, you do whatever you can to win. I have no qualms with that.
Is this
A
sustainable?
penalty is the reason your GOAT doesn't have an international trophy. So let's not sit here. And
That doesn't make sense, I beg.
What?
A penalty. So if he had a penalty, he would have had an international trophy.
That's
He's
not what
talking
I
about
said. I
penalty
said he
shootout
missed the
against
penalty.
Chile in Copa America.
Oh,
That's what
okay,
he's
fair.
talking
Let's
about.
not act
I thought
like
you were talking about
it's
the World
even a
Cup.
given in the first
penalties
place.
are relevant, but you as a United fan, let's have it on
Well, shout first.
God will
Is it-
judge you.
Yeah,
Let's
God
judge you.
will
God
judge
will
you.
judge
Yeah,
you.
don't have
God will
shame.
judge you. Are you
Yeah,
not?
damn shame. If
But
they
you
like,
know, you people know you are doing.
let
some
wind
fraud
fall
things.
somebody down and they
But
give
you
us
know you're
time.
doing some fraud
What
things.
you concern me?
But you know you're doing fraud
What you
things.
concern?
But you know
But you
you're
don't
doing fraud
concern me
things.
now.
But you know you're doing
No
fraud
one don't
things.
concern me.
And that for no feel last. And you know feel last.
But no concern me.
Subscription they expire.
I
Ah,
thank
maybe-
you.
maybe-
So all the United fans
Make
were
we
screaming for
see.
VAR this evening.
Make
Ah, yeah.
make me see that.
Don't worry now, no problem.
Yo,
No
Dami,
problem.
there's something I noticed when Ifeanyi made like comments on like just basically bigging up like Mourinho, whatever the case may be. It goes without
The Don.
saying that Mourinho is your club's most successful manager. But then I've seen a lot.
When
Of,
somebody
I've
wins
seen-
4 trophies.
let me
or 4
finish. You can
PLs.
get onto him later.
I
But
hate
my
United
thing
fans
here is
when they're
that
happy.
I've seen a lot of Chelsea fans fall out of love with him
Yeah.
completely, and they just kind of like hate him basically. Do you think that's warranted, or do you also belong at that same
Oh, you
boat?
guys are mad.
This man
Be
has
careful.
operated like an Ashawo. Do you know that? He has operated like
He actually
an Ashawo.
has.
Yes.
He has.
Once again, like I said when he signed for Tottenham, I said big up professional. Didn't Frank Lampard score against us?
Yeah, but he didn't celebrate though.
I mean,
Big
this
up
side
him
of-
at
do you
Man
get my
City.
point?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
done it and he done like a professional, so I will keep him moving swiftly like a professional too.
Okay.
Nothing like hi Mourinho, hi. None of that.
Yeah.
There's a difference between.
So there's no
praising
sentiment.
No,
with
listen,
Mourinho.
bro. No, listen,
I mean-
listen. There's a reason. Sorry, there's a difference between praising him constantly. Nobody's asking for that.
You
and
are.
constantly denying him. Anytime we bring up the fact that
What am I
he's the best
denying?
manager, Chelsea fans denied the boy.
Why would-
bro.
who-
Chelsea fans?
Have I
it's-
denied him?
It's almost not you.
Did I
not
deny
you,
him?
not
Am I
you
Judas
now,
Iscariot?
not you now, not you.
Am I
but
Judas?
you're representing your fan base, so I have to,
Drag me.
drag you
Drag
in between. You know,
worries,
you
no
know.
worries.
I mean, give the man his props. He's the greatest manager of all time. Nobody
He's
can
not.
take that away from.
He's not the
Of
greatest
all
manager
time,
of
as
all
in
time.
Chelsea. Give me for Chelsea.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
I said
okay.
you're now.
Okay,
I said
okay,
all
okay.
time now.
Now.
I was about to
I said
say,
it's
fair.
unfair.
Guy was scared.
But why
Who's the
not?
greatest manager of all time?
With Saf.
He manages. He
Saf?
managed
Saf.
your team.
Who's the greatest manager of all time?
Please, I beg, let me.
Who's the greatest manager of all
It's
time?
not Alex Ferguson. How?
Who is it?
Okay, on what basis?
Who is it?
Oh, no. Hold on. Before I answer that question, on what
This
basis?
is gonna be.
With the PL.
I'm very
Huh?
interested
The
in
FA Cup?
this.
How many FA Cups does he? He only has four or
But
five.
how many PLs does he have? Does he not have 19 or something?
He has
No,
13.
he
He
has
has
13.
13.
Oh, yeah, he has 13,
United
but still.
have 20.
How many trophies
And
does
doesn't he have the most trophies out of any manager ever? I'm asking. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Who has more trophies than him?
I don't personally. Yeah, I
He's
feel
one of the greatest
obviously,
around.
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
But I don't think.
So,
he's
Dami,
the
who is
greatest.
your greatest manager of all time?
Well, that one would be quick. I don't plan for that question. I don't plan for that
So why you challenging me, Oga?
No,
Oga,
because,
keep
like,
quiet,
No,
John.
no. It's like
I think Pep.
Pep,
Hey.
Pep,
Do you know why I think Pep?
please.
Because Pep still has so much time on his hands
Don't-
and he's
no, you
won
can't-
so much.
you
Yeah,
already.
but you
no,
can't
no,
rate
no,
a
you can't rate that.
greatest of all time of what they can achieve.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But like in terms of his potential, I feel like at the end of his career he will be greater
When we
than
get
Saf.
there, we'll revisit
I
it.
feel
But
like-
Are
for
you
now-
insecure?
But for now,
Are you insecure?
Personally,
no, I'm going
No,
off, bro. I'm going
no,
off-
no,
I'm
hold
going
on,
off
hold on.
facts and you
Can
want to
we-
go off
No, wait.
assumptions.
I'm not. This is not an assumption. I'm just saying that potentially at the end of his career he will be greater than Saf
And I
because
said at the
he has
end of
also he has 2 Champions League.
Yes.
Saf has 2.
Yes.
He
and I
also
said-
won 6 trophies in one season. Saf never did that. He also won a treble. Saf won a treble. The only thing that Saf has over him are those 13 Premier League titles. And to be fair, yeah, okay, those 13 Premier League titles, it be like say the guy gets monkey way they use to unlock chamber.
Oh,
Because I don't know how he was
fucking
winning that so consistently. I mean, that's good. They even did a 3-peat twice. But at the end of his Pep's career, I feel like he'll be greater.
And
man.
then I said
100.
that when we get to that point, we'll revisit
I
it.
appreciate
But
it.
as for
Definitely
now,
This was
revisit,
insecurity.
yeah,
but as for now, Pep is not a greater manager.
I mean, thing is,
than
but
Saf.
on what basis are you judging just of the trophies that
Yeah.
he won? Is that
That's
what you're-
one. The
okay.
second one is the fact that he built the club up after the whole Champions League hiatus.
I mean, the thing is, like, I'm just thinking. At the end of the day, it depends on what your idea of what
of
what's your-
greatness
great-
is.
What
Yeah.
because like it's difficult because
Mhm.
tactically you cannot even bring
He
up
can't
his
be the
name.
greatest.
You
He's
can't
not the
bring up his
greatest
name.
tactically.
What is important?
I was you.
What is important?
I will was you.
I beg goes out for me.
That's content.
That's what I'm asking. What is important to you? Is it winning?
Nah,
or is it
winning
tactics?
is important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the kind of football you play is also important.
Was he not playing attractive football? Saf. No, I'm asking.
Saf.
It
Winning in the
wasn't-
95th minute where your heart rate is high.
Fergie time. That's not
you know-
attractive
you know
football,
that's
fam.
actually a common misconception. That didn't happen nearly as much as people think it did.
They
The
gave it a name, brother.
Bro, that doesn't
Fake
mean-
time
that
doesn't happen
that-
after like what, 5
Please
games?
don't tell me that. That doesn't mean he wasn't winning trophies. That doesn't mean
Who said he wasn't
that
winning
doesn't-
trophies?
Wait,
Oh
that
yeah,
was-
give
that
us the
was
numbers.
just me.
Ifeanyi, give us the
It's
numbers.
not nearly as much as.
Oh yeah,
people
give us the
think.
numbers.
no,
bro.
I'm
I don't know the
actually
number.
on the head,
I don't
sorry.
know the number of head, but it's not nearly as much as.
So how can we
people
believe
think it
you?
is. What?
How can we believe you?
Because
I mean, Shebi, you
when
said we
did
should use
Don?
numbers and
When
stuff.
did, I
Abi?
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
should
I
use
just said it's not
numbers.
nearly as much.
No,
as
you
Okay,
were-
so-
no, you said he
Nah,
was.
I
Wait,
actually
now
want to
listen,
see what you have to
listen.
say, yeah,
You said that he was winning games in the last minute, as
Yeah.
if
Okay.
every 2 or every 3 games.
No. But are you telling me that when you sit down and you watch his football, you're like,
I didn't like
Omo,
it.
this is
Well, I'm a
nice.
United fan.
now
so
obviously you would
certainly-
like it. Do you
I
know what I mean?
mean,
Last
you-
season I liked
let
the
me know.
football
He's talking
we
about
played, but it
attractive-
doesn't mean. Do you understand?
Isn't
Nah,
attractive?
man, it's
So
not even
wait,
about
now-
attractive. It's
Okay.
about the tactical nuance.
What tactical?
Wisdom.
No,
wisdom.
it's
Now-
Big one.
now-
No.
Are you telling me
see,
there's
see.
some games,
See.
yeah, that you watch back? There's some games, Mourinho.
like, yeah.
Mourinho. Are you joking? Mourinho. What did what happened, to Mourinho?
I'm a Mourinho stan now. so,
Okay.
okay.
He got
They won't
See
kill
what he
each
did
other
with
for
Porto.
you.
So, see what he did at Porto. See what he did at Inter Milan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
These are
Oh
my
yeah.
God. The thing is, that was not even attractive football. That was not even attractive.
But it was
football.
tactically astute.
Yeah.
My point is that
forget Saf,
Do you
forget
know
Saf.
what? Let me not even drag
Like I said,
it.
forget
Let me
Saf.
not even drag it. The thing is that what I'm saying is like, obviously trophies are one of the most important things when it comes to judging the manager because that's what
Absolutely.
determines their success. The other one I'm coming from. But I mean, thing is, I'm gonna have to concede this conversation, this debate, because I don't have enough information at hand for
Fair
me to
enough.
actually come and say, oh, it's not him. But for me,
I respect
feel like
that.
if
I
I did my
respect that.
digging, if I did my digging, I know for a fact I'll be able to find something that's much better.
So I just want you to say once again that Mourinho is a tactical manager.
I've never denied
One of
that.
the
Yeah, no one's ever.
He's one of the best
Who
ever
was
there.
ever
One of the
denied
best ever
that?
do it.
Saf,
One of the best
do you know
personalities
why?
to ever set foot.
Thank you.
He's
Thank
one
you,
of the
because-
greatest managers of all time.
Bro,
Straight up.
Saf,
The thing
sorry.
is, I can appreciate him, but he's
Yeah.
still a prostitute. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh my
but,
God.
but you can't blame him, bro.
No,
Can
that's
you
why.
blame
No,
him?
that's why I started off.
Like, he's a professional. He, like Dami said it.
I'm
Yeah.
a professional too, so I will keep you moving swiftly and immediately.
The Don
Anyways,
Jose,
moving
bro.
on.
Moving
Don't
swiftly.
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 Because I hear this like practically every day that Jose is not intelligent, he's not tactical.
By
manager.
who
no,
said
no.
this?
Now
Anyone that says
listen.
that.
13-year-old kids on
Listen,
Twitter.
now listen, he's just somebody who parks everybody behind the ball and just stays there. He plays boring football.
no.
There's no tactics to it. Just push everybody to the back. Anybody can do that. You know, so it's refreshing actually hearing somebody that has
I
sense.
know. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't like. For example, I don't argue with magical Martial and stupendous Rashford and Randy
I seen his
Torres. I
veins
don't
came
do
from
those things.
France.
You understand? Oh, I had an Avi, but Bruno Fernandes converted it. I don't do that. You understand?
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
talk with those kind of people. on Twitter. I don't
Bro,
talk.
it's for the most
Nah,
part,
but it's true
13-year-old
now.
kids.
Have you
On,
not seen
no,
their-
it's the
They'll
truth.
come
Most of
with
them are
their
like
Avi.
13-year-old kids on Twitter, bro.
Oh, retweet, please. Need more likes. Fuck off.
Oh, it's like,
feel you.
follow,
What do you
please,
mean?
Grandam. Oh,
Like,
them
follow
not there.
back, please. I have DMs and they're not getting answered anytime soon. You understand? They're not getting answered.
I
Please
respect
retweet
that.
Idolo. Please, I'm not your idol. You don't understand? I'm not Jesus. Go to church or go to the mosque. I'm not involved. Please leave me alone. You get fucking hell. But nah, I don't argue with such
Dawn.
clowns.
The Don
Mourinho knows what he's in
You
his,
know what he's doing.
like when you look
Great.
at
He's
Mourinho
one of
at
the
his peak-
greats.
Okay, Mourinho or Pep?
That
one is hard, bro. But I don't like when people act like they can't be compared because they can.
Yeah, that's
Because the thing
silly
is
to
that-
say.
Of course they
can't
can be compared. Yeah.
Mourinho had this very, I don't know, I'm going super technical, but Mourinho had this, he was based off that Catenaccio style football. You know where I'm coming from? I know, I don't do buzz grammar now. Like, it's kind of like a defensive sort of structure to the game. You know, like, because they are based off Catenaccio, that's Mourinho. When you're talking about, maybe not straight Catenaccio, but Pep is Jacques de Passion. So basically possession style football. That's what Pep was done. And that tiki-taka and all that beautiful football were also at Barcelona that we
Yeah.
up. That's Pep Guardiola, you know what I mean? Even at
Yeah.
City, with the way they play and their press and
Yeah.
everything, at Bayern Munich, as much as people call him a bald fraud, I've said this several times, you understand? A bald fraud.
Yeah.
He spends a lot of money and
1
he requires a
billion.
lot of money, but
Yeah.
he does have it. He's in his bag tactically at times. I think sometimes he's
Yeah.
fading a bit off, but all these different managers, I mean, Mourinho and Pep is It's a
It's a
hard
tough
one, but
one, man.
Mourinho has
Very
been there for
hard.
such a long time. But Pep has done so much in such a short
Short
time.
time,
as well.
yeah.
True.
But
They
do
are
you think-
definitely
yeah.
both in their bag.
But do you think Klopp is
Absolutely.
on their level?
Oh, Klopp is. I don't think he's on their level, but he's almost there.
Is it really?
Maybe like a layer or two below. I don't think he's too far away.
I don't think it's too far
I don't
away
think
because one
not
thing
because-
you have
wait,
to
thing is,
remember is like
from a trophy standpoint, he's
He's
lacking.
Gaps today.
is
But
yeah. But one thing you have to
but then
remember
you also
as
look
well,
at the
like look at the
teams
teams he had.
he
Like
had,
Klopp,
yeah.
like made his name at a Dortmund with
Not even
the
Dortmund,
with the
Mainz.
Lewandowski that was
Yeah.
coming
Even
up.
at Dortmund was
Yeah.
a
Then with the
Mainz,
Lewa that was coming up, or Götze, all them man that were on the way. I mean, Götze is not the same guy, but then them man were nowhere near their peak. And Royce has obviously with trophy like injuries or whatever the case may be, that obviously simply stifled his career. And even with that Dortmund team, he took them to a Champions League final. He took them to a Champions League final,
so
and then he
consolation.
came to Liverpool, and then finally,
Once again, the standards are in the bin. But
oh my god.
I would
And then he
drag
came
you,
to
man.
Liverpool. Oh my
Drag
god.
you. When I really dragging you. When you're arguing
He
with
came
troops
to
and them, man,
Liverpool.
you need to know how to drag.
And then won absolutely nothing for 4 years.
Oh
my God,
He came to Liverpool. They gave him time to build. Thankfully, they didn't just sack him, and then he brought them the Prem
See,
and the
that
Champions
thing- A
League.
lot of people have been telling me, oh, they give Klopp time at Liverpool. Why shouldn't they give Lampard time?
Hey,
Lampard has
no.
been
See
arguing-
that, like that, and
Lampard has been
that is not
managing
the same.
management for only a year before he came to the job. Then
Yeah, to
between
call
them
that
from
co-
6 to 6,
see,
please don't bring that argument for me.
to call that
With Klopp,
argument is
you-
silly because at the end of the day, Klopp has experience.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Klopp won the Bundesliga with that Dortmund team, bro. So it's like,
But I mean, at the same time, everyone has to start from somewhere.
Yeah. You have to start from
absolutely.
somewhere, but, like,
But then I
how
think
many people
Chelsea
started
was
from
too
the-
big a
from the-
job.
From the top.
It's like when
Yeah.
Henry took over AS Monaco. If they didn't sack him, they would have probably relegated.
That's the thing. They put him at the top. That's why I keep saying the managerial position is heavily disrespected in football.
wasn't he doing
Heavy
well in
disrespected.
the championship with Derby, or was it
He took them from 6th to 6th.
Derby?
Yes.
So it was
Mad.
all propaganda.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
damn.
how it was.
Wow.
You know where I'm coming from? They said,
And
oh,
then he
can't
had
be
a
unattractive.
cool, and he had a
Thing is
cool,
that I don't
and
think-
he
I
had a
think he can
Carabao
make
Cup
it.
run.
I think
That's
he
what it
can make
was.
it,
Just
yeah.
not ready.
He's not ready.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the pressure of that Chelsea job can kill
It's
anybody.
nuts.
Yeah.
That job, you can
Especially
put the
with
best-
somebody
look
like
at the
Roman,
names on
someone that is ready to pull. Wait, what's the name of your manager in 2013 for? No, 13. When you won the
Matteo.
Champions League, he didn't even last the next
The
season.
material didn't last
Matteo.
26 games.
No.
And
Literally.
Ancelotti finished second and we sacked him. You understand? Those are obviously we're not going to be that cut through anymore. We
Yeah.
haven't been with Sarri,
Yeah.
for example. We could have sacked Sarri. We didn't sack him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you analyze the situation at hand, Lampard right now, I'm just like,
He's
how
not
much more
ready.
time do you want to give him? That's why I keep bringing up that Lewis Hamilton thing.
But at the same time, is there any other manager you think would be more competent? Because there's this thing of football clubs recycling
And then factor
the
in your
same
style
old
of
men.
play. We
I
have to.
know- I
We also
have
have to
my name in
factor in
mind.
style of play and the players you have
But a lot of
available.
people talk about Allegri. I don't think so. He's just a balding Conte and he's a terrorist with his football. He should stay far from the club. Tuchel is definitely a shout.
I was
because
gonna say like
tactically-
Tuchel actually fits your style of play and the players you have.
in it, and the thing is that he's in his bag, but I don't want. I mean, I would take him. Thing is, obviously, for starters, for anyone that's watching, probably will clip me up. I would like Lampard to succeed.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I want him to succeed. I'd love to win a trophy under Lampard. You
Mm.
understand? A few trophies.
Fairy tale stuff.
But if things end up, fairy tale stuff, you
Yeah.
understand? Magic dream, thing of dreams, which I
Yeah.
think it is right now. It's a fugazi. You understand? It's a false image.
One lie. It's a false image.
It's a false image. But thing is, if for any reason push comes to shove and he needs to leave,
yeah.
I would take Tuchel, but my number one shout is Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann from RB Leipzig. That guy is in his bag.
That
If
guy
you
is,
watch his football-
but he's also young and he's also
He's
kind
young.
of unproven.
He's young.
Kind of unproven.
But we see what he's doing. See what he did with that. See what he
Okay.
took that team in the Champions
Yeah,
League.
but you know the Bundesliga and the PL are different. So
Yeah.
there's no guarantee that he's gonna be able to adapt. At least
Yeah.
not in time. At
You could have said that about all the other managers. that
You
come
could have said
in.
about
Do you know
Klopp.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Fair
shit about
enough.
club, yeah.
You could have said that about this man's
About
4-3-3. I know Jose is in his bag. Everywhere.
Jose is a goal, bro.
The Dawn. I just
A
wanted to
good
praise him.
manager will be able to thrive anywhere.
Nah, I think
Not immediately, but a good manager should be able to thrive anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
a world class manager should be
Yeah.
able to thrive.
And that's why I
anywhere.
keep saying that's the difference right now. That's why I feel a lot of people say, "Oh, you're being negative." Why do you think? Because I said, like I said, and I bring up the Man City thing again with Chelsea. They could have fielded the worst 11. They had 6 people with COVID that missed that game, and they
Yeah.
were all starters. This man put Zac Efron in goal. That's who was starting in their goal post, and we couldn't beat.
We're
them.
breaking.
I'm
Okay.
telling you, they could have played the worst team, but because of how much smarter and better Guardiola is, and how much more drilled that team is, we stood no chance. Not from the beginning.
That
Yeah,
game,
they
Literally,
literally,
guys,
Chelsea
man.
fans were fuming with that game so much that Troops,
Ah.
literally, there was a video that Troops posted on Twitter that Dami was in because one of the guys he was streaming with was fuming and he left the chat. I remember priceless
angry,
content,
man.
bro.
Troops was just talking, fam. I was like,
That's
brother.
crazy. This has been the most heated episode, man.
Oh,
You know, won't
yeah.
kill me. That may be one slap and me finds face off.
Myself, if I was you.
I was you.
The
Mental
Don.
Yeah, but even at that, Dami, like even seeing obviously where you've come from the last time you were here to now in terms of like obviously him 14K on Twitter, like revamping the podcast. By the way, the grand chat out now on Spotify. You already know what to do with that. Check him out on wherever you get your wherever you get your obviously check him out wherever podcasts come from, and his YouTube, the day he announced, I was watching it, the day he announced his YouTube channel, before he posted a single video, he had 700 subscribers. You have to, you see stuff like that, I'm
How
like,
they'll be telling you it's God, it's God, it's
God.
God. You are doing something, say it's God, it's God.
you see
Oh my
stuff like
God.
that, and you're just like, pardon?
Are you stalking him?
No, but you this guy, bro. You check on your friends and you see how well they're doing. It's like, damn, big up here a minute.
Yeah,
I was gonna
100%,
wanted to you to come here so I could tell you congratulations myself, innit? Because obviously for you to do that with nothing out means you built a voice for yourself.
Yeah.
And just off the strength of Twitter and
I wish
Chelsea
you were a Barca
propaganda.
fan. Chai,
Honestly,
Thank
man.
God I'm not a Barca fan.
That's the thing, bro. But yeah, bro, I genuinely hope you're proud of yourself and everything you've done, man. For
Fam,
real.
I'm still grinding, you understand?
Yeah.
You
Thank
get
God.
me, bro.
Still
When you
so-
get to the talk, continue to speak pidgin.
of course, don't worry, some skits are coming, don't worry.
Ah,
We
The
We
skits
can't
are
leave it.
priceless.
can't leave it. When people talk rubbish, the thing is like with the accent thing, because a lot of people are like, oh,
Yeah, people really used to get onto you about
somebody
that.
said they had dyslexia from hearing me. I don't. All sorts of fun. Like, oh, choose your accent. Thing is like, you have to obviously add in sprinkle the Oyinbo something.
Obviously, yeah.
You have to
yeah.
sprinkle it,
Yeah.
but the Nigerian touch still has to stay there. You understand?
100%.
When somebody
Yeah.
is messing up on my channel, I have the Nigerian accent come out. It comes out. I say,
Yeah.
what are you saying?
When you want words,
Oyinbo, so like, nah, but big up, man.
I
Big
feel
up.
you,
Yeah,
I feel you.
you haven't lost yourself in that, so big up you for that. Keep doing your thing. Again, the branch out now, or wherever you get your podcast from. Obviously, follow him on Twitter and all his platforms. But yeah, man, this was a good episode, man. I'm
This is
happy we
football.
finally used this to finally chat about football, bro.
Football,
the
yeah.
Don.
I mean,
Well done,
we
Joseph.
all we all love our different teams. I mean, me and Ohiz are a bit tied in our bondage.
Pain.
But, do you get what I mean? But
Yeah.
the only thing we all share is our love for football.
Innit?
We all love football,
That's what we
man.
always remember at the end of the day. How's that?
Yeah, that's what we remember.
Children on Twitter.
100.
Oh,
God.
God.
Look at you, but anyway,
Honestly,
Before I
guys.
even end, you know, I was actually streaming, yeah, and this is not even
Yeah.
have nothing to do at all. It was one guy was like, he said I should cheat on my barber because my haircut was cheated. I was like, people are wicked, dude. As in unprovoked. They
Bro.
will be chatting to me like, you know, you look like Danny Welbeck. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm
Bro,
like,
the
oh,
chat,
they say
like,
you look like all sorts. The chat.
your
They
chat
violating
rooms
me.
on. I can't even lie. There was one day I was literally fucking with you. I think I called Timo Werner Rashford with no school meals.
Fam. I was like, yeah, and I respond. Fam, nah, YouTube is different, man.
YouTube
Those
is
guys are
different level of
We have
toxic,
like
bro.
5,000 people watching. It's just like, oh, you look like this person, you look like that person, or
Man.
that guy.
Welbeck on benefits.
Oh my
Bro, the
God.
stuff you see
They
is
say I look
mad.
like Khalid that hasn't gone to the gym. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? G? Nah, this man has really got. I was just waffling now. Let me know you.
But apart from that, Dami, thank you so much for showing love as always.
man,
You're always
100%.
welcome for real, bro.
Yeah.
Again, check him out everywhere and check us out. Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcast from. I'm kind of insulted I never got like an invite to the Grand Chapel. It's cool. Apart from that, yeah.
You don't even need to.
I'm supposed to respond. I'm supposed to respond.
Apart
Don't
from
worry,
that,
it's coming.
Oh,
Just
come on,
schedule
bro.
something else.
come
I
on,
need
bro.
to-
Yeah, I get you, man. But for real, apart from that, thank you for showing love as always. Subscribe, share, and all that. And yeah, Green Passport, we out. Peace.
Do you think we should have sacked Josie?
Hmm?
Do you think we should have sacked Josie?
Sacked.